In this video, I'm going to take you through some recommended steps to help you find a CPA to help you with your business tax returns. Now, what are we talking about when we say business tax return? What we mean is a 1120, which is a C corporation tax return, an 1120S, which is an S corporation tax return, or a Form 1065. And a 1065 is a partnership tax return. What we're not talking about is a sole proprietorship that is filed on Schedule C, and that goes along with your personal tax return. I have another video on how to find a CPA to help you with your personal taxes, so please check out that video. The first thing I want to get into are some questions that you should ask a CPA or a tax preparer to help you judge whether or not they are a good fit for your situation. First question is, what type of entity returns do you specialize in? Not every firm specializes in every type of entity. Some firms are really good at 1065s, those are partnership returns. Some firms are really good at 1120s, those are C Corp returns. Some firms are really good at S Corp returns. You just want to try to get a feel for whether or not the firm that you're talking to has expertise in the type of return that you're going to need to file. Question number 2, how many customers do you have that file returns like me, that are in my industry, that have my income level, my number of partners or shareholders, that are in a situation that is similar to yours? You don't want to be the only one who's working with that firm that is in your situation or a situation like yours. You want that firm to have expertise in your type of situation. Number 3 is, what is the best method for me to provide financial statements to you? This could be something as simple as inviting the accountant to your QuickBooks Online file. This could be you printing out those statements and then dropping them off. You just want to get a good handle on, hey, how are you going to collect my financial statements from me? What are those financial statements going to be? What information are you going to need? And how am I going to best provide it to you? Question number 4 is, what level of review are you going to provide for the financial statements that I provide to you? So in other words, when you provide your financial statements to your CPA, are they going to look for obvious misstatements or obvious errors? Are they basically just going to take the information that you gave them and just plug it into their tax software and be done with it? You want to understand what their process is and what their review process is, and you want to understand how helpful they are going to be in your bookkeeping effort to make sure that you're fixing the errors that may or may not have happened and that you can correct those and put a process in place going forward. That is something that will be super helpful to you and will provide a lot of value to you. Question number 5 is, will you post the adjusting entries to my accounting software, or is that something that I'm going to have to do? Now, after your CPA takes your financial information, calculates and prepares your tax return, there are going to be adjustments, most probably. The question is, who is posting those adjusting entries, and how helpful is the CPA going to be in getting those adjusting entries into your financial statements? You want to understand what that process is going to look like and who's going to have responsibility for what. Question number 6 is, do you provide full depreciation and basis schedules with the tax return? Now, this is hard to believe, but not every CPA or tax preparer will provide these schedules. This is your information. This is most definitely something that they should be providing to you, but you want to clarify with them before you hire them, are they going to provide that information to you? Because you're definitely going to need it later at some point, I promise. Question number 7, and this is going to be common if you're hiring any accountant to do anything for you, but you want to understand who is your main point of contact going to be, and you are going to want to meet them. You're going to want to make sure that you get along well, you have a good rapport, you trust each other, and that you're going to work well together. Question number 8 is, who will be doing the work, and are they onshore or are they offshore? Now, who will be doing the work may be different than the person who's going to be your main point of contact. You want to understand what sort of interaction you're going to have with the people who are actually doing the work. You're going to want to meet them, make sure that you've got a good rapport with them as well. Question number 9 is, how do you price your services and how will payment be collected? Is this going to be a flat upfront fee? Is this going to be billed by the form? Is this going to be billed on some sort of an hourly basis? There are a number of different ways that a CPA can price a tax return. You want to understand how they are going to be priced and when payment is going to be collected. Finally, question number 10, what security measures do you have in place, and can I get a copy of your WISP? A WISP is a written information security plan. Every tax preparer has to have one per IRS guidelines. It will tell you exactly what security measures are in place and how different situations are handled by that particular CPA firm. If they will provide you with a copy of that, you're going to want to take a look and see what measures are in place and how comfortable you are with those measures. The fact of the matter is that every tax preparer has a lot of sensitive information that is yours, and you want to make sure that they are going above and beyond to protect that information. Now that you know the questions that you should ask a CPA or a tax preparer, how do you actually find these people? It's really not rocket science. You can find them on Google. You can find them on Yelp. You can get a referral from a friend or a neighbor. The most important thing to know when you are vetting a CPA to help you with your business tax return is all of the questions that we just went through. You're going to want to make sure that you are comfortable in working with them and that they are going to work with you in a way that's comfortable for you as well. And then finally, my last tip would be, once you have found that perfect preparer for you, go into the State Board of Accountancy and do a search. Just make sure that that preparer doesn't have any sort of administrative action against them. Make sure that they are in good standing and that they are going to be able to help you. That's it. I hope that you found these tips helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in another video.